Alright guys, I am back with my TNA Impact Wrestling review for the 25th of the 4th, 2013. This was an okay show to me. We had 4 matches on the card, and we had on Sisters of Impact 2 knockouts matches, a Rob Terry match, and a tag match, and 2 Hulk Hogan promo segments here. So yeah. And Hogan, I think they're having Hogan versus Bully Ray. They're built for Hogan versus Bully Ray at Slammiversary. I'm feeling it. I don't not want to see Bully Ray versus Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania. At Slammiversary. That should not happen. Hogan and Bully Ray at Slammiversary. I just feel like they're going to do that, or they're going to go with Sting. So anyway, so the show starts off. We see the Aces and Eights backstage. These three security guards are trying to stop them coming in, but why? Where were the cops anyway? Didn't Hulk Hogan say last year that they was on lock? They was gonna lock everybody in the Impact Zone, and they had those cops around the arena on that pay-per-view once. What the hell happened to that? Did Hulk Hogan forget about that? Did Create Team forget how to do that? Did they not call the cops again? The Create Team? I don't know. Anyway, Bully Ray tells them to move. Anyway, see promo. Anyway, Giant Storm comes out. He cuts a promo. He says that the Estimates attacked him last week, and he wants to take all of them out. And he sees AJ. He sees AJ on the in the crowd. Did he say that AJ? No, okay. And then Daniels and Kazarian come out. They say that AJ Styles looks like a Twilight Vampire, which is quite funny. And they said that they got attacked by Aces and Eights last week, and they said they want to bring back Fortune again. I was a fan of Fortune as a team. I was a fan of the group Fortune in TNA. If they bring that back, we had a tease that could come back tonight. Fortune. Well, not tonight, well, on this last episode of Impact. Please bring Fortune back. I was a fan of that when we had Daniels, Kazarian, AJ Styles, Storm, Rude. I was a fan of that. The Fortune group was awesome. But if we bring that back, so anyway, they want to reform Fortune. James Storm just doesn't want. He doesn't. Anyway, Daniels and Kazarian attack Storm, and then Ace and H run out. They attack him, and then Joseph Parker's to save. He throws a few Aces and Eights out, and then he gets put through a table by Devon and Bully Ray put through a table. So yeah, and then he gets stretched out. So you know, it was an okay segment. It was an okay segment. Looked like the Aces and Eights looked strong again. First match tonight was Tara Terrell versus Tara. Tara Terrell has got like a new video entrance in this. Tara Terrell's got a new video entrance now, so yeah. Anyway, Tara, she hits the spider's web, and she's trying to do a moonsault, but she's like just posing and stuff. And then Tara Terrell, she gets a rope for the win. Okay, match, but why did you have to have Tara Terrell? Why did you have to have 2 knockouts matches? I don't get that. Hulk Hogan was backstage. He was watching backstage. We see Hogan backstage. Then we see a segment backstage between Robbie E. We see a segment between Robbie E. He sends a tweet, and he tells Jesse that he'll be in his corner tonight, and he wants Jesse to beat Rob T tonight. Anyway, I kind of think that TNA might put these two together, Robbie E and Jesse, because they're not really doing much with those 2 guys either. So why not put these 2 guys together? It will make sense to put those together for the tag team division. Have Robbie E and Jesse as a tag team. So that will make sense. Second match tonight was Jesse versus Robbie T. This was I don't know why they're pushing Rob Terry now. He sucks in the ring. Mason Ryan, WWE pushed him a couple years ago, and he sucks in the ring. That's why I'm glad they took his ass off TV. He sucked, Mason Ryan. But you know, it's just teenagers do this thing all the time. Robbie he tries to interfere, but it doesn't work. Jesse gets pushed into Rob Terry throws Jesse into Robbie E, and then Jesse gets back in the ring. He gets hit with a spinebuster for the win. A short match here. We see a segment backstage between Kazarian, Daniels, and Rude. Kazarian and Daniels want to reform Fortune. He asks Bobby, does him and Aries want to regain, do a return of Fortune again, have the group again, did they want to return of Fortune? Sorry. And Aries comes out. Well, no, what is it? Oh, Aries is listening back. Aries is listening behind the door, so outside the locker room. So wouldn't that be awesome if you had Austin Aries, Daniels and Kazarian, and James Storm and AJ Styles in Fortune again? I'm just thinking about that. How awesome would that be? Anyway, we see a video package for Chris Sabin. He is returning next week on Impact. Well, this week. He's returning this week on Impact, which is awesome. I mean, I am a fan of Chris Sabin, but I don't know where he's going to go in TNA. But yeah, Chris Sabin, he's good for the X Division. They could use him for X Division. He's not going to be a world champion or anything, but he's good for a world title picture. Yeah, no, not a world title picture. He's good for the X Division title. Third match tonight was a tag team title match. Chavo Hernandez defending the world tag team titles against Aries and Rude. Daniels is on commentary, which was awesome. I'm glad Daniels was on commentary. And Taz on commentary, he sounded like a fucking hypocrite on commentary. If it was Daniels, if it was Dawn cutting a promo, it was terrible. I didn't like it. I don't know, if there's something about Taz what pissed me off in this last episode of Impact. But anyway, Chavo, Daniels and Kazarian trying to interfere in the match, but it doesn't work. They get Rude holds up Hernandez, and Daniels tries to hit them with clothesline, but he clotheslines Rude, and then Rude gets hit with a like high cross, I think it was, and then they get hit with a frog splash for the win. So anyway, Chavo and Hernandez are still the tag team champions. And then we see a segment. That was a really good match. Probably the best match of the night was the tag match. Segment between Matt Morgan. He says that Matt Morgan's in the gym. He says that he's going down to the ring to call Hulk Hogan. He said that making Bully Ray number contender was a big mistake. Matt Morgan, will you please stop calling out Hulk Hogan? I'm sick of you talking about Hulk Hogan. It's not going nowhere. You're not getting pushed. Stop. This Hulk Hogan thing's going nowhere with you. A promo, Matt Morgan, he says that he should have been number contender at Lockdown instead of Bowie, but that Hogan banned Sting. He says that he made Bowie. He said that Hogan's made a mistake by making Bowie the #1 contender. He banned Sting from Team Impact Wrestling, and he talks about Jeff Hardy's injuries. He getting stretched out. And he calls out Hogan. Matt Morgan says that Hogan's got no backup left, and he's got a solution. The blueprint Matt Morgan wants an opportunity at the SNAs. Morgan wants a title shot at Slammiversary. Hogan says that Morgan stole his role. That was months ago when Matt Morgan stole Hogan's robe. So I don't know why Hogan keeps saying this now. We're in like April, and that was like November. So why did you bring that up now? And then we see, oh yeah. And then he said that Hogan says it'll be a mistake that Matt Morgan made no contender. And he says that he will be in the ring with Bully Ray tonight. Fourth match tonight was the knockout title on the line. Velvet Sky vs Mickie James. Really good knockout match here. I enjoyed this knockout match better than the first knockout match of the night. Mickie James hits a Leafhead press from the top rope. She goes for a Leafhead press from the top rope, and then Velvet Sky kicks out. Then she goes for the facebuster. Mickie James counters. Then she hits, and then Belts guy thinks she hit a rope or something like that for the win. Ace and Eights are backstage with Bully. Bully says that Hulk Hogan's had 18 knee surgeries, it's quite funny. And then we see Bully Ray cutting a promo. He calls out Hogan. He says that Pope and others. He says that the Pope and Kurt Angle and others have been injured by the Aces and Eights, and Hogan will join in that list. There's the Aces and Eights, and he calls out Hogan. He says that Bully says that how you doing that. It was quite funny. How you doing that? He says that he says, why are you doing dressed up in your wrist tape and stuff? He says that he'll put an end to Hulkamania. He says that Hogan says Hulkamania will never die. And then he rips his shirt off. Why? Then the Ace and Eights surround Hogan. Hogan hits a punch, and then Ace and Eights surround the ring. Then the lights go out. This was that's what the Shield's been doing in WWE when the lights go out and stuff. Anyway, we see his thing. He holds the baseball bat over his chest. He puts the baseball bat at Hogan, and then he attacks. Anyway, Hogan and Sting attack Ace and Eights. They clear the ring. So, and then it ends with Hulk Hogan in the ring. So, you know, Sting leaving. So I don't know what the hell that was. Hulk Hogan and Sting final the Ace and Eights. I hope we don't see Hogan versus Bully Ray at SummerSlam. But I'm just not happy about this. You've got other people who use like Magnus or something like that, pushing a young guy to a world title match, and you're not giving it to fucking Hulk Hogan. The guy's had like 50 world titles. TNA, please push young guys. But anyway, that's my TNA Pro Wrestling for the 25th of the 4th, 2013. What do you guys think about this last episode of Impact? Leave a comment in the comments. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Brag out.